NASA and SpaceX are all set to launch a full crew into space tomorrow from Pad 39A at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral, Florida. This will be the first operational crew mission leaving U.S. soil since the final Space Shuttle launch in July 2011. Just 6 months ago, SpaceX became the first private spaceflight company to launch American astronauts from American soil with their successful Demo 2 Crew Dragon test flight. The astronauts, Americans Michael Hopkins, Victor Glover and Shannon Walker, and Japanese astronaut Soichi Noguchi, will ride a SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule mounted atop a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket to the International Space Station, ISS. This mission's name is Crew 1, and the astronauts have named their spacecraft Resilience. As with any launch, there's always the possibility of a weather delay. Meteorologists will watch the skies over Cape Canaveral in the minutes leading up to the launch, looking for weather patterns that could stop the countdown. A pre-published list of NASA rules states, for example, do not launch within 10 nautical miles of a detached thunderstorm anvil cloud. NASA also forbids launching if the rocket would end up flying over bad weather on its way into space. That's because NASA wants to avoid an emergency splashdown in dangerous conditions if something goes wrong with the rocket, forcing the astronauts to abort and detach the crew capsule. Demo 2, the two-person Crew Dragon test flight in May, was delayed for 3 days due to bad weather, Live Science previously reported. The backup date for the Crew 1 launch is just 1 day later. November 15. If everything goes as planned, the Crew 1 astronauts should reach the orbiting space station 8.5 hours after liftoff. Hopkins, Glover, Walker and Noguchi will join Russian cosmonauts Sergei Ryzhikov and Sergei Kudzverchkov, as well as NASA astronaut Kathleen Rubins, who rode together to the ISS in a Russian Soyuz capsule on October 21. All 7 ISS tenants will together make up Expedition 64, the 64th group to work on the ISS. They are expected to remain in orbit for 6 months, until spring 2021. There are 2 potential hiccups that could hinder a smooth launch for Crew 1 tomorrow. First, while Falcon 9 rockets have been in use for years without major incidents, an October 2 Falcon 9 satellite launch from Vandenberg Air Force Base was aborted at the last second because of a new manufacturing flaw involving a red masking lacquer blocking a valve. SpaceX delayed further Falcon 9 launches until the defective engines could be swapped out, Live Science previously reported. SpaceX launched a GPS satellite aboard a Falcon 9 with the new engines on November 5 without incident.